Hi friends, I'm here with the yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to. Feel free to skip things or change things if they're not working for you today. Let's begin on our backs. You can come into a savasana type position. Head spread out and either close your eyes or take a soft gaze up towards the ceiling. Allowing the weight of your body to relax back. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. Let's begin by sliding arms overhead and reach out long through your arms and legs. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in. And then straighten the right leg up, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the right, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the left leg. And then release, bend your knee, bring it across. Spinal twist. Let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal. And release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. And then grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long. Squeeze this knee in close. And then straighten this leg up. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle. A couple times one way, a couple times the other way. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of your right leg. And then release, bend your knee, bring it across. Spinal twist, first with a bent knee. And then try straightening the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. And roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock, evening out your torso on your mat. And then drop your feet to the floor, getting set up for some core work. Start by engaging your core, pressing the lower back down from the inside. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale up. Inhale down. and down, up and down, up and down. 2 more. Last one. And release down. Let's bring the right knee in and the left elbow cross so they come towards one another, and then stretch the right leg really long. Knee in, reach long. Knee in, reach long. In and long. 1 more. Let's switch sides. Bring the left knee in, right elbow across, and then stretch it out long. Knee in, reach long. Knee in, reach long. Knee in, reach long. 1 more. Now take both legs up to the ceiling. Let's outwardly rotate the legs and then bring one leg in front of the other and then switch back and forth quickly. As quick as you can, and then slowly lower your legs towards the floor. When it gets difficult to keep the lower back down, head back up. So we'll do slow lower and lifts, quick little switches, really straight, strong legs. Let's see if you can relax your face. Let's take one more lower and lift. And then release. Bring your knees in. Again, a little circle or rock. Make your way up to sitting, and let's come all the way forward into a high push-up position. Feel the head and the heels connected. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. And then come into your back bend. And this could be low or high. Cobra or up dog. Feeling how this is in your body now. And then back to down dog when you're ready, hips high. Take your time getting into this first down dog of class. You might pedal out your feet a little bit. Shift your hips side to side, or take any other movement that helps you get in your body. Let's drop the knees, sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor, letting go. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left, and then pull back through the right hip, stretching right side a little bit more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through the left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come back through down dog, and then walk your hands and feet towards one another. Let's hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Take any movement here. And then bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Step up to the front of the mat, bringing hands together. Feet can be together or apart. Coming into your mountain pose, Tadasana. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, partway up. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Please take the time you need for all your transitions, and then when you rest, choose a shape that feels like a rest. So that could be down dog. If down dog does not feel like a rest, you might instead do child's pose or sitting or on your forearms or knees. One more deep breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to stand. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's take the right leg up. Bend your knee in. And start circling this bent right knee. Exploring your full range of motion. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher. And then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Shift your weight forward. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest, working core strength. Extend it up and back. Take a big step forward. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Sink low, settle in. Let's grab the left wrist and take it over for a little side bend. Come over to the other side, grab your right wrist, take it across. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back, lift the chest. Release arms up. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go. Like ragdoll, let your head hang, let your neck release. Stretching that left leg a little longer. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel, inhale, arms up. Settle in, deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg. Last breath here. Release hands to the floor or blocks if you have them. Pyramid pose. We're going to straighten the front leg part way or all the way. Feel free to adjust the distance between your legs. If you don't have blocks, you might use something else to bring your hands up or have your hands on your shin if it's difficult to reach the floor. Going towards hips square, towards a flat back, towards folding. Last breath here. Let's release. Make your way to down dog. You can take a vinyasa or any movement transition. Skipping things, adding your own movement, pausing. Use your transitions to take good care of yourself. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Reach it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Arms up. Sink low. Let's grab the right wrist. Take it over. Little side bend. Come over to the other side. Grab your left wrist. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Other thumb on top this time, the non-dominant way. Release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. We'll do this with hips square. Releasing what's not needed. 100% effort, what's useful. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Sink low, deep bend in the front leg. One more breath here. Release, pyramid pose, hands to the floor or to a couple blocks. Feel free to adjust the distance between your legs. Going in the directions you know to go in. And greeting your edge. Last breath here. Let's make our way back to down dog. And then settle into a good rest, whether that's down dog, child's pose, sitting, or something else. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips low. Head high, engaging abdominals, but relaxing shoulders, relaxing face. Last breath here. Fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Send the right leg up. Come into a pigeon pose, right side. Slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg. Help the hips get as low as they'll go. Let your upper body release. If support is useful, feel free to use some props, something under your hip or chest or forehead. Can your breath be steady here? Let's release, come up, take your time. You may want to take a vinyasa to switch sides or some other counter stretch or movement. From down dog when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Pigeon pose, other side. Take your time. You might adjust the angle of your front leg. You might grab props. Let's release, come back up. Again, find your way to down dog. And let's come all the way through to sitting. So I'm going to suggest a supported fish. You'll need some props for this. If you have blocks, you might use them. You could also use cushions, foam roller, blanket, bolster. See what you have around your room. We're going to place something in the upper back. The higher and harder this thing is, the more intense it will be. The softer or smaller this thing is, the less intense it will be. So find what works for you. Depending on how high the thing is, you may want something else supporting your head. You can decide the height of this as well. Ideally, the chin is dropped and the back of the neck is nice and long. Arms can be overhead or out to the side. Legs can be bent or straight. If there's gripping in the lower back, try to tuck your tail towards your heels. If you're still feeling it, you might want to choose knees bent. If it's not feeling quite right, take your time. If you're new to this or haven't done it in a way that's satisfying before, you may need to experiment in order to find the right placement and height for your body. You don't want the block or whatever you're using to be too close to your lower back. That's where we already have a nice arch in this direction. We're going for the upper back that may tend to hunch forward, especially if you spend a lot of time at a desk or on a computer. If you picture what your body looks like sitting at your computer, kind of hunched forward, this is the opposite. This is like the counter stretch to that. Letting the chest open, upper back, shoulders. Each exhale, see if you can allow a little bit more of your body to release over your props. If you're enjoying where you are and want to stay longer, you're of course welcome to do that. If you're ready to release out of this, one gentle way of doing so is to interlace your fingers behind your head. Lift your chin to your chest using your arm strength. Taking the pressure off your props, you can lean to one side, one elbow, and then move your stuff out of your way. Roll down and rest. Take a moment feeling the effect of where you just were, how it is now. And I'm going to suggest a supported bridge next. So again, you'll need some props. You may use 1 or 2 blocks or some firm cushions, blankets, bolster, books with a towel over it. We're going to place this under the sacrum, so a little bit lower than the lower back. And again, you may want to play around with the height, the placement, so that your hips can rest onto your props. I'm going to offer a hip flexor stretch from here. So if you bring your right knee to your chest, you can take hold of it with one hand or both hands in whatever way makes sense for you, behind your leg, up around the top of the knee. Take it as close into your chest as you can, and then straighten the other leg, the left leg, and let that straight left leg hang. So the front of the left hip starts to open up. The more you hug your knee in, the more you let that left leg hang, the more of an opening there can be at the front of the left hip. Hip flexors can also get really tight with a lot of sitting. So this is like yoga therapy for what you may be doing a lot of in your day-to-day activity. Let's switch sides, grab hold of the left knee, drop the right leg long, squeeze this left knee in close. Feeling the front of the right hip yawning open. And then we'll come back to neutral. Bring both knees in or extend both legs up. And we'll use this as a very gentle inversion, letting gravity work on the legs in a different way. The hips are higher than the heart. See how little effort you can have here. Can you keep stripping away what's not needed? Again, if you would prefer to stay longer, you are welcome. When you are ready to release, do so slowly, take your time. Move your props out of your way, come down, and just check in with your body. Is anything else needed before you come into your final resting pose? If so, take your time, adjusting your body, your clothing, taking any last pose or stretch or self-massage. Eventually settling into stillness and really release all effort. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And let this movement increase through your wrists and ankles. And then take a big stretch out. Bring your knees in, roll to one side. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a good rest of your day.